why YouTube, people of YouTube, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be making a video talking about the 10 reasons why I hate high school. Not high school in general, but freshman year of high school mostly. Some of this will probably carry out through high school, but some of it is just freshman year. If you hear something in the back, that is a fan. There's a fan behind the camera, and yeah, it's hot. I'm not gonna turn it off. So the first reason that I hate high school or freshman year of high school is you have no idea where your classes are. When you're coming in as a new person, like you're new to the school, notebook down here by the way. When you're coming in new to the school, you just have no idea where anything is. You're like kind of wandering around until you find the class number that you're in. On the first day of school, I had the worst time. I couldn't find my locker. Teachers could barely find my locker. It took like 20 minutes to find my locker with the help of teachers, like 3 teachers. And there was just like, I had to ask every person I saw in the hall where I was going. I was like, oh hey, where is this room number? And then I'd have to ask someone like 3 feet down, like, oh, okay, wait, is it down here? Okay. So it's just, it's hard. And then I have a tip for this. I have tips for all of my things that I hate. The tip for this is, do get help from teachers if you can. Just ask anybody. Don't be afraid to ask people like where your class is. And definitely try to get to know the school. Focus on getting to know the school because that matters more than other things. Just know where you are. My second reason that I hated freshman year was you get names from sophomores. This sucks. I'm not even kidding you. It sucks. Sophomores are like, oh hey freshies. Like, we had this class, freshmen at my high school had this class called Raptor 101 for the first semester, and we were being taken on a tour from a link leader, which were those seniors that could, stupid airplane, that could like show us around the school and stuff. And while we were in the front of the school, these sophomores walked up and they're like, oh my gosh, are these the freshies you're touring around? To the guy that was touring us around. And he's like, I hate sophomores because they just think that they're so big and bad now that they are not freshmen. And I don't think that. I'm a sophomore now and I don't think that. I don't necessarily care. And I have made a pact with myself and my other friends that we will not degrade freshmen for the fact that, you know, like, it's just stupid. And then a tip for that is just ignore them. If you're an incoming freshman and you get the name like freshies or fresh meat, just ignore them. It's stupid. It's one of the dumbest things that they do. And then my third reason is you don't have good relationships with teachers anymore. I came from a middle school where I had the best relationships with most of my teachers. You had a chance to get very close with your teachers, and they cared about you, and they would help you if you needed it, and yeah. But in high school, you don't get that, because they have to stop holding your hand. They're like, you're old enough now to do things on your own, you're old enough now to know what your grades are, you're old enough now to get missing work in, so they think that you really need to just handle things yourself, so you don't have a large chance to know teachers that well, and they're not going to help you as much unless you seek out help. And the tip for that is, as I was saying, you need to seek help. You need to, if you are failing class, go talk to that teacher, because they're not going to come to you, most likely. So just pay attention to your grades. The fourth reason is you're not going to like all your teachers. I liked most of my teachers in middle school, but then coming to my high school, I have most of the teachers, like about half of my teachers, I just didn't like. And you're gonna see a lot of different kinds of teachers. You're just gonna, like, just, since they did stop holding your hand, they're also gonna be a little bit meaner, and I don't know, there's just some teachers I just didn't like in general because they hated me, and I was like, fine with that. My tip for that is be respectful to teachers because you don't want to make them on purposely hate you because they might anyway. 5 is some teachers that should not work at high schools. And that kind of sounds weird, but if you have a teacher that calls you kiddos and oh my gosh, hi kids, hi my little ducklings, like I had a teacher that did that, I'm not gonna lie, and I was like, you need to literally work in elementary school because you would be perfect for that. And I have utmost respect for the teachers that should work at a school because they're very kind, but they shouldn't necessarily work around older kids if they're gonna call them kiddos, because then we kind of go, cringe. Or teachers that are just rude and should not work with kids in general, that should not work with teenagers because they keep calling them, like, I don't know, I don't even know, I just had stories from one of my best friends. She told me about her teacher that, like, would call them assholes. And I was like, that's not great. That's the teacher calling you an asshole. 6 is being new to events. You don't know what events are going to happen at your school unless you have a sibling. I had a sibling going to school, but he went to a different school for half of his high school experience. So I didn't really know about the events going on at my high school, and I just had to pay attention to the posters, pay attention to announcements to figure out what events were going on. And when you're new to events, you just don't know what day they are, you don't know what time they are, you don't know if they're worth going to, but usually they're worth going to. So a tip from me to you is go to all the events you can, because they will be worth it. You'll have a lot of fun. I did most of the events at my school and I had a lot of fun. So 7 is the 7th reason why I hate it, is you see all these new people and you don't know them, you don't know what they're like, you don't know their story. It's a good thing but a bad thing, because the good thing is, oh, you get new friends, you get to meet new people and have new experiences, but the bad thing is you have to go make friends. I came from middle school where I went to a middle school that wasn't in the area of me, but I still knew a lot of people and my best friend was going with me. And I didn't have to try that hard to make new friends because I knew a lot of people. But once you go to high school, there's just so many people and you don't know them, so it's kind of hard. And I had a class where I just did not know anybody, and I was like, I hate all of you so far. But eventually I got friends. So just make friends if you have no friends in the class. Just try and at least talk to someone. The 8th reason why I hate high school is because sometimes you will walk into class, not your class, someone else's class, it's not yours, and you're walking in there and you're like, this is not my class. My tip for this is, if you accidentally do this, go just laugh, because they're gonna know, people are gonna know. They're gonna be like, you are not in this class, what are you doing here? Just moonwalk out and start singing Smooth Criminal, because that's what you are at this point, because you are getting in someone else's class. The 9th reason why I hated freshman year is because you try to fit in. I tried to fit in, not that hard, but I tried. In the beginning of freshman year, I tried a little bit. I just saw people outside. I tried to fit in, and there are people barking. So okay, I'm gonna keep going. You're trying to fit in, and just don't. Be yourself. Like, everybody tells you it's cheesy, but be yourself, because it works so much better and it's easier. No peer pressure. So the 10th and final reason is grades. Your grades will go down your first year of high school, most likely. Mine did. Mine definitely went down. I was an A and B student. Now I was an A to C student. They went down, and then eventually got them back up. But your new experiences, don't try to do too much in your freshman year, because you will run yourself thin and it's going to be hard. So those are my 10 things that I hate about high school, and a tip to go with each of them. And I hope this helps incoming freshmen, or people, maybe if you've moved schools, you've moved states, and you're new to a school, these could tell you what to watch out for and how to fix them. So yeah, bye.